Hi everybody, this is Veronica from artfulcreations1.blogspot.com. I've had many requests to show you my book boxes that I make. I actually looked at so many online that people's made, and I kind of actually came up with my own things. Maybe it was a collaboration of different ones I've seen, but this was my very first one I made. And these are for my chickens. I have 5 chickens, 5 girls. And this one was kind of like my favorite. The book's called My Heart's in the Heather. And this already had it on the book. Of course, I took the cover off the book in order to find this treasure that was on there. I put ties on my book. And it's up to you if you... how many pages you want to decorate, or if you don't want to decorate any pages. The first few I did not decorate, and this is what the inside looks like. My back page did have this, so I wanted it to show through. After I cut all my pages out, I attach all them together so they don't come apart. You can also decorate these any way you want. You can put a page on the back to cover the ribbon end. I always stick a bookmark in my books. This one is from the Gold Canyon. Their bookmarks smell, which I really like. This is clean sheets. On this one, I took cardboard and covered it with material and embellishments, ribbon, and whatnot. But like I said, this one I left the first few pages. And here's the latest one I made for a friend. This one, of course I found it was purple also. This one is a Reader's Digest book. These were things that I had around. This spray right here was actually on my wedding arch. I had sprays of hyacinths hanging down. It was outside. I did not decorate the first inside cover, but I did decorate the second page to hide my ribbon. I covered them. And here's the inside of the book. This is paper. This is stamped image. There is my ribbon. And this one you cannot get to the last page. It's hiding that. So it's kind of fun to go to the thrift stores and take off the covers and see what you can come up with. This one, of course, this book is called The Judas Kiss. This book is kind of blah, but I can decorate it up and make something out of it. I also have thought about spraying the sides, if you could do that with gold. I thought would be very pretty also. I do not have any spray gold, or else I would do that. And I just came up with that idea last night. So I'm hoping to take some of these ideas, and hopefully you can take some and incorporate it into your own book. But I wanted to show you how I do my books. This book is going to be for a very special person on her birthday. This is a Barbara Bush, a memoir of Barbara Bush. Now, through our genealogy, my brother has found out that we are related to the Bushes, to Barbara Bush's side. So I kind of thought this was kind of neat. And of course, the book is very pretty. It's in purple. I'll give you just a rough idea of what I do here. Some people might say, oh, you know, that's probably a good book to read. Well, with the Kindles out and stuff, you know, some people don't read books anymore. I'm a very firm believer in, if it's not being used, get it out, make it so you can use it. And which these turn into, I think, very, very pretty, beautiful things that serve different purposes. So, but this is how I start my book. I think I'm going to keep this page because actually I have this person's, she's been married for quite a few years now, but I have her bridal shower invitation, and I'm going to put it on the inside of the book just for a memento to her. And then of course my ribbon will go in here. This is the paper I have picked out to use in her book. and I hope she likes it when I actually get it done and give it to her for her birthday. But this is what I do. I take a ruler, and I measure in about 1 inch. And it seems like that's a good length to do it. You can go in further or out a little bit more to make your opening a little bit more. That's, you know, that's all a preference thing. But you get your marks. And don't worry about marking on this page, because like me, I cover the page with a frame, a pretty decorative paper. So you will cover all your marks that you're making. But you need something to go by, a guide to go by for your cutting. And I'm definitely not going to cut all these papers with you, because it takes me 2 days or more to cut these out. It's so rough on your hand, you know, it's a lot better to do it in a few days instead of all at once. I'm thinking you might pay for it. I know I would pay for it. I have arthritis in my wrists, so I pay for it if I put a lot of pressure on my arms and hands and stuff. But what I use is a rotary cutter. Now the rotary cutters, you can buy a good one. I have one for my material, Fiskars, in which the rotary cutters, you can replace the blades. This one I bought, I think I bought at Big Lots or someplace like that. It's I don't even remember the brand name of it. It's not a Fiskars, I do know that, but it's perfect for cutting paper. I'm not even sure if I can get the blades. I'm thinking I probably can. Most blades you can get different sizes. So, but this is what I use, and I just follow the line, and don't worry about how many you get through, how many layers of paper you get through, because you at least want to make your template to start out, to get you started. And remember to save all your pieces of paper, because I use them in other crafts. You tea dye them, you use some of the Tim Holtz ink, and you can make them look old if it's a newer book. Now there, I did cut through a few pages. Like I said, at first, don't worry about cutting how many you're going to cut through, because this is going to be your template to get you started. There. Of course, I'll probably throw some of these ones away that don't say anything. But here's your template. So, what I do from here, I mark more, and the more you get cutting, the harder you can cut, and you will cut through more paper. And then towards the end, when you get way down or you get it all done, you can go back through with your scissors and try to trim off to make your box more of a box instead of, you know, paper sticking out here and there. I have seen where people will take cardboard and line the edges of their box so you don't see the paper. I like to see the paper. But that's all a preference thing, like I said. So I will just continue on cutting, lifting the pages, cutting. So that takes a while to do that. Now, for my frame, for this part, I take the paper and I put it underneath, make sure it's even all the way around, and then I draw. Whoops. And then I cut that out. Draw the box. It might be easier to use, when you're cutting this out, actually I probably should have, your score, your cutting board, so you get nice even cuts. And by the way, this is my second video that I have made for YouTube. My first tutorial video. So I'm hoping it's okay. I've started this like 3 times today, so I have 3 books started. But they will all go to people. But I just want you to get the idea of how I do this, so you can make your own. And please feel free to leave comments. I very, very appreciate all your comments. And like I said, my blog is artfulcreations1 at blogspot.com, and I post many different things on my blog. I have 3 young girls, so we do crafts, and I like to keep things simple sometimes with them. So this is going to be my frame. I will decorate it, leave it plain. I'm thinking gold. Things in gold will look very nice with this. You can put paper set here on the inside. I'm putting her bridal shower invitation on the inside here. It will go with the Victorian theme. And then on the outside, you want to make sure you use good glue. You can use a glue gun and stuff because it's paper. So a glue gun it'll stick. Decorate how you feel. This one I had corner brads. I cut the back brad part off, and I glued them on. You know, many different things. I think I got these at the thrift store. This is a Stampin' Up! Brad I put inside that flower. These I got at the dollar store at Christmas time. And of course it was after Christmas, so they were only 50 cents a spray. So I picked up quite a few of them. Wild Orchid Crafts flowers there. These right here, which I absolutely love, I won off blog hopping. I won on somebody's blog that I had hopped on. She sent me a whole bunch of goodies from Texas. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'm hoping to make many more to show you my creations and how you make them.